Woohoo! At a weird time. True. The Rona. Oh, fair. Thankfully, I believe it's spaced far enough apart that's not a problem. That is a fair point. Yeah, I assume he's fine. I mean, probably not happy, but fine. So who has had a week? Hey, sweet. But you sound like you're being forced to say that. Is that genuine or are you just okay? Yeah. Oh, this is purple Naruto? What color energy does he have? That works.
I'm sorry, how do they get away with doing this?
Because it's not really unique.
Mm,
Yeah. We made our bag. We're gone. Is it at least like does it use those elements well? Like is it good? Okay, that's good.
Well, I mean, to quote the nostalgia critic, what matters isn't whether or not it's been done before. What matters is what you can bring to it that's new and good. So, if if
Exactly.
if it takes a concept that was done before and redoes it in a good, new, and interesting way, then good on you. I like that.
Which one is Nanami? I actually haven't had time to see this one yet. So okay. Oh, that's that's
Mm.
so real and depressing. Oh, my bagels. No. When I moved up, I discovered that they don't sell my favorite barbecue sauce up here. I was crushed. I have genuinely considered buying it in mass online. Fair enough. Yeah, fluffy bunny is a lot more depressing over 30. I mean, it's all
What
relevant.
else is new?
It's nice to hear another positive review of that show. I really do intend to watch it at some point, and I'm eager to do so. It's a bit of a commitment. That's not too bad. Oh, sweet. Okay. Oh, so it's not like an ongoing shonen monster. Okay, so it is actually seasonal. Ah, that's good. Mm, yeah, that's. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think the money they make in syndication for all those fillers is worth it. Makes sense.
Mm.
I wonder if the dub is out. Oh, perfect. Sweet. Oh. Hmm. Gotcha.
Uh,
Mm. Down Downside of being anime only. Yeah. I suppose that's the good part of not having seen it yet. If I see spoilers, I have no context, so I don't even know if it's a spoiler or not.
remember back on the subject of spoilers, I remember back when we were talking about Persona, and we were doing a show that was a blatant copy of the plot of Persona 3, I think it was. At the time, I think I'd ever get into Persona, and now it's one of my favorite series.
Crazy how that stuff works.
Yeah. Slight non sequitur. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. It's relevant. Oh,
Uh,
does she like wear? Does she wear like tight clothes in the regular show or something? Ah, I fully relate to that. That's something to look forward to, I suppose, or not if it's a bad thing.
mhm.
Sweet. You watch anything this week? Mm. Do you have like a Xbox Elite or the PS? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ouch. Okay. Ouch.
Uh,
That's fair. The For your first Elite controller, did the rubber handles, like the padding on the sides, come off for you? Okay, because I actually fair. I actually bought my mom an Xbox Elite controller. I think like last Mother's Day or the Mother's Day before that, and the rubber handles are completely gone. Like they just peeled off eventually. Controller's still going strong, but the handles are gone. Yeah, I th- I I think they're long since gone by this point. I think we just tossed it out. It's not like uncomfortable or anything. It's just kind of weirdly lopsided because one side fell off first. Uh, that's just a weakness of Xbox controllers. I don't know why they make their bumpers so bad.
to make you buy more.
There is that. Yeah. Oh, the price went down. That's good. Mine was, well, I suppose your money is worth more than mine. Mine's 150 when I bought it. Yeah. Fair enough, especially if it doesn't really use the bumpers very much or at all. Oh, sweet. Yeah. God, it's depressing.
Excuse me?
Wow.
That's terrible.
Jesus. Oh
Me?
God. Oh, the artist would have a heart attack if that happened.
I don't even I can't even say anything. That's I wow. That
Hey, my friend writes fan fiction, but all of his stories suck. Can you delete it all and replace it with binary? Thanks. Jesus.
what what game is that again? What's the name of that game again? Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Well, nothing wrong with a little charm here and there. Nice. Hmm. Well, do you remember the last podcast where I was on where I said that I was hoping for getting a new job that would give me what did I say? A dollar 40 more than I was currently making? Mm, yes. Well, it turns out that I uh, got hired for substantially more than I had initially thought. So as of as of this past Friday, I am no longer employed with my previous employer. I start the new job. Say again?
Yeah, you traded up. That's good.
Yeah, the important thing isn't that you lost your job, is that you traded one job for another. Yeah.
Did you go right from one to the other, or did you have a couple days off of like vacation or whatever?
I have tomorrow off. I start the next job on Tuesday, and then I have all of next week off because I was planning to take that week off for vacation anyway. My family has rented a beach house in Galveston, so that'll be fun.
Nice. Bring sunblock.
Yeah, I will. Yes, no kidding. Yes.
That's not actually that crazy. A number of jobs I've been hired for, I'm like, hey, I'm more than happy to work here, but I need these days off. I already had them, so part of the schedule or whatever. So, and usually everyone's pretty accommodating in my experience.
As far as I can tell, everyone at the new job is, all things considered, very chill. So
Good.
I'm definitely looking forward to what comes next.
I don't know. I don't know what your coworkers were like at your old jobs, but it seems like everything was kind of high tension on at least some level. There's that too.
Exactly.
I mean the quota part seems like a massive stressor.
I I mean, the managers absorbed most of the stress from it. So on one hand, good for me. On the other hand, not great. All all together, looking at the big picture,
Yeah.
not. So yeah, it was. The pressure was still there. I was just being spared the brunt of it, and well, there's only so much you can take. So yeah, I'm just. It's long overdue. It seems like the market that I'm in is a sinking ship that I am just making the smart decision to bail out of now that I have the chance. It seems like it's been sinking for a while, ever since COVID started, and they had to cut down on the hours that we were getting and cut down on how many employees they were doing and no longer hire anyone for part-time. Yeah, it's we're just not in the we're it would I thought it was nonsense before trying to sell the stuff, and then once the pandemic came, and no, we're not going to adjust our quotas for that. We're not even going to close, not even for a single day. You're going to keep doing what you need to do. It's I might be exaggerating a bit, but not much, I think. Uh, no. Which would be better. Yet here we
What
are.
what is the new job, by the way? Is it the same kind of thing, or
Yeah, I am still going to be working at a bank, just a different one with no quotas, apparently.
that's good?
Yes. I was never upset about the financial stuff. I was perfectly fine handling money day in and day out. It's just doing it alone. all the time. That
Yeah.
and did I mention why I was looking into this job? Yeah, I mentioned that corporate was in the area. I don't think I actually mentioned that, the coworker that they had transferred over from another branch to help me because the other teller that we had there was on maternity leave. Corporate decided to send her back to the branch that she was supposed to be stationed at.
Oh. So it was just you then.
Just me and my manager, who was cross trained and, you know, had 1,000 other things to deal with besides
Yeah.
helping.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I started looking into the new job before corporate came to the area just because I was nervous about corporate coming to the area, but, I sort of lost all of my reservations when I found out that I was going to be left alone, and let me emphasize this for you, the word "again" comes after "alone" there.
Yeah.
I
That
I
is rough, and I hope your manager finds a different job too, or something happens to let them have an easier
I
time.
I mean, bear this in mind. New Year's Eve, my previous manager, who I had been with since I got hired, she retired and she has a new job elsewhere that she likes a lot more and that values her properly a lot more.
Good.
But uh, well, she took a couple of months off, and she had been at this place for 13 years.
Ah, gotcha.
So retire seems like a good word for it. Just in the latter years, it seems like they were chasing her away.
Was she making a lot of money above what the average wage for a position was? Because that happens constantly.
I don't know.
Ah,
I
that's fair.
if anything, I don't think she was getting paid enough for what she was doing.
Oh, it's even worse.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know at the university they used to have step raises, so you'd make more above your starting wage up to a certain maximum. So we had some guys that were making $20 an hour compared to my 13, and
Hmm.
there was an increasing amount of pressure to get those people off the payroll.
Hmm. Uh, yeah, and
That was it exactly. Those people had all been working there. I mean, they stopped step raises a couple years before I worked there. So at minimum, they had 5 years of experience.
would you
So
believe that, would you believe that ever since my manager left at the start of New Year's, the market's overall production has significantly decreased? Funny
gee, I
that.
wonder how that happened. Such a mystery. Corporate stupidity, always fun.
Uh, well, I'm rid of that now, and I'm going towards what I hope will be a much better job. I mean, this is where another former manager of my company got me the foothold I needed to get hired on in a hurry. So yeah, I'm optimistic, far more than the last time I left this job. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm I'm going to be dressing more casually from now on. The bank I currently work the bank that I used to work at was business professional. This new one is business casual. So
Awesome.
ties are optional.
Even better.
Yeah, just polos and khakis basically. So that'll be nice. Yeah, Would you? Yeah, I mean, I had to bring in a rotating fan when I was starting off when I got hired at the tail end of summer on this job. That rotating fan has stayed there the whole time that I've been there, and it has seen liberous use every summertime. I took it with me when I left. Good luck to whoever starts working there now. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Just, well, what can you do? Everyone is upset to see me go, but strangely, there were no counteroffers made. I put in my 2 weeks' notice, and people were upset, but no one tried to stop me. Not that they had any authority to. I don't
No,
think they
not,
could have offered me anything else.
they could certainly offer you anything, but they like if they
No.
actually punish you or negatively impact you, that's straight up against the law.
Well, no, no, no. It was. I meant that they didn't seem to have any. They didn't seem to have the authority to try renegotiating my salary or something in an attempt to get me to stay. Once,
Oh,
like I said, I had been at the company for 4 years. I was the single most seasoned teller left in the market.
that's horrifying. That's
Well, the other two have been promoted, so.
oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah, that's not a whole lot better, is it?
It is and it isn't, but yeah, fair enough. Anything else
Yeah.
happened besides the great news for the job?
Well, we've been shifting stuff around at my parents' house, where my brother and my sister-in-law are moving back in for the time being. Uh, my mother just got new carpet, so there was a lot of shifting around, a lot of furniture moving, a lot of selling stuff to interested buyers. So there's just been a lot of straining on my muscles over the
Mm,
past couple of weeks. But it seems to be winding down now. The carpets have been replaced, the flooring's been replaced in the upstairs bathroom. The house is looking quite quite nice. Yeah. The next thing I think will be the fence. So we'll see what happens. That's for me personally. Besides that, not a whole lot else going on. Just doing a lot of editing jobs. I'm
fair.
I'm enjoying being a part of a lot of good stories.
It feels good to help things shine, polish them
Yes,
off a little bit more.
very much so. What
Wait,
was
what did I
that?
say? Oh, yes, you are correct. Fun stuff.
I think that's about it for me, though.
Fair enough. Uh, I would say air conditioner, but I flat out bought one yesterday, so I'm good. During so being the land of a thousand lakes, and by God, there's a lot of water up here. Uh, it's really humid is the problem. So like, yeah, it's only like 80 or 85 during the day, but it's muggy as fuck. So I'll wake up just in a pile of sweat in bed, and I don't like that. I don't think anyone likes that.
No? Well, I'm sure someone somewhere does, but let's not get into that.
That's fair. Even I'm not into that, and that's weird. But yeah, yeah, it's like wet socks, but for your body. Ugh. Anyway,
Shall we?
so I have an air conditioner now, which is great. Uh, when I was researching them, I found out that the price, running an air conditioner doesn't really crank up your bill by any means for electricity. The one I got is $44 a year to run it. Yeah, so it's kind of an old urban myth, urban legend kind of deal that it'll really crank up your price. That was a common concern when I mentioned I was going to get an air conditioner. Was people mentioning like, you're gonna have to pay for it, kind of deal. But nope, all good. It's true. Yeah, or just set it lower or something. I assume. I assume it takes less electricity if you're running the cooling element less. I don't know. Yeah. I also got some. There's these little like canisters you can put in an RV that sucks in the moisture in the air, and then it just collects it, and then you just throw out the canister because it's a plastic cube basically. Yeah. Yes, but more of a manual one. As opposed to like an actual machine, which I also got one of those. So I got a couple of dehumidifying things to really kind of get on top of the humidity in my room. It's been nice. Considering, yeah, considering I have breathing problems if things get too wet, it was kind of a concern. But yeah, so I got on top of that. I went home for Mother's Day, so I stayed for a couple days. While I was back home, I had a good time, and I also like speed ran Perfect Dark on the Xbox Arcade. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I know it's weird, but like that was one of the games that jumped out at me back home because I don't have an Xbox up here. So yeah, just hung out with the family, was playing games, or they played games, or whatever. It was a good time. It was nice. And then I saw Multiverse of Madness on Thursday, I think. It's quite good, very good. One of the characters is named America, and that really threw me off. It was kind of cringy, but yeah, is one of the characters named America in that? Um, wow. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. So yeah, there was in the movie there was a couple of lines that got a little on the nose with the character being named America, but it's fine. For the most part, it was great, and we got to see the mutants appear, so that's cool. I wouldn't be surprised. I've forgotten a lot of them because I don't want to remember that, but oh, it's bad. Anyway, the rest of the movie is like a straight 10, but some of those lines, man. But uh, not really. Everything was really nicely contained. And like, yeah, they could have another Avengers style thing where everyone appears and the cast list is enormous, but they're doing a really good job of keeping the cast list for individual movies pretty contained, with hints of like a greater story happening somewhere else that we're not seeing right now. So I think they're doing a really good job. Like absolute credits to the writers for these movies. They're doing a great job. I'm actually curious if the Spider Verse is going to play any part in anything else, or if it's its own thing. Similar with the Loki stuff. Hmm. Hmm. The the on the ongoing theme in multiverse stuff where one person is always kind of a nexus event is a theme that I think they're going to keep doing. I'm trying to dance around spoilers, but like one person being a big deal no matter what multiverse they're in, that is going to keep going probably. But I think that's okay. I mean, it makes sense. That's fair. Yeah. I feel like you just need a Marvel day where you just binge watch everything. Oh right, I got Henry's password information for that, so I can actually watch Moon Knight at some point. Uh, Nothing's ringing a bell for shows. I don't think you need to watch that. That's fine. You can just watch a review of it. It's cool. Yeah. I I have a strong feeling that the Eternals isn't a dead branch in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're not going to do anything with that. And if they do, it's going to be super minor. People just didn't like it for good reason. Oh, Morbius, yeah. Yeah. It's it's the origin story of the living vampire dude. I forget his actual hero name, but like the movie's just an origin story for him. But I wish he was Blade. Would have been cooler. Motherfuckers always trying to ice get up hills. If that line wasn't in the movie, I would have killed someone. That's so good. I love it. Yeah, the MCU needs more Ryan Reynolds. I say that unironically. Fair. Mm. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Oh, Diablo 2 had its first, or Diablo 2 Resurrected, I think is it? Yeah, Resurrected. They had their first ladder season, and so they had a race to Uber kills, which are like the final game bosses. And so they had a bunch of teams from different countries all compete to see who could go from zero or level one to killing Uber bosses the fastest, and the American team won. So that was kind of cool. I think they did it in like 3 hours or something. It was crazy. To put that into perspective, I've never beaten Uber bosses. I've played that game for a collective year, several years. It takes a level of game knowledge and luck for finding the right magic items that I've just never done it. Yeah. You all right?
Are
Oh.
you kidding me?
Hmm. Is your mic not registered or whatever? As the hmm. I mean, with the recording software, is it not the incoming audio device or outgoing, whatever, whichever one that is? Great, love Windows.
And there we go, and now my audio is recording normally.
I suppose you could release the episode just me and Patient talking to a ghost.
Yeah, that would it would be interesting. You could just edit in your own. I don't know.
You would have to guess what you said. It's not recorded, so you're right, Casey. You there?
I get the feeling that he's either his mic has either he's broken his microphone or he's just seething quietly.
Can you not
So
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you
we
now.
can hear you.
Did it
So
unconnect there for a second?
I don't know. You said you
Patreon.
couldn't hear me.
Yeah, no, I there was like a little groan like a minute ago, and that was it. That sound.
Yes. I'm sorry, Casey.
I'm not laughing at you. This is genuinely funny, and I'm having a good time.
Did his mic die again, or is he just not saying anything?
What am I even supposed to say at this point?
Hey, thanks for listening to the Phantom podcast. 2/3 of it, at least.
If you want to get in contact with us, you can do it through the links below. Patreon payouts and all that jazz, which was done last week, actually.
Yeah, I don't have access to that. I can't do anything with that.
Hey, join our Discord. We're a pretty cool group of people.
Yeah.
We're very professional, I assure you.
Well, when Windows doesn't fuck me over, like the fucking.
Windows doesn't pull a Windows. We'll do that.
So thank you very much, everyone. And Casey will hopefully be here for you next time. If he doesn't smash his microphone to pieces from frustration from this.
Or Windows doesn't decide to be helpful again.
Yeah, just as long as he doesn't break Windows.